The rain that falls, it's actually stardust, my friend. Hey, my friend. Today I've got something really cool to tell you. Sit down, no rush. This is about rain. Yeah, the rain that falls when it rains. But let me tell you, rain isn't just ordinary water. It might actually be remnants of stars that once floated in space. Have you ever heard of anything like this? Here's the thing. I came across some fascinating scientific information. The water on our planet, it wasn't here from the start. Scientists believe it may have come from comets or asteroids that crashed into Earth millions of years ago. Imagine this: a comet drifting through space, basically a giant frozen ball packed with water. And then, boom, it crashes into Earth. The water inside evaporates, turns into vapor, and eventually falls as rain. Sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But it's real. Scientists say that, in the beginning, Earth was scorching hot, like a massive oven. There was no way liquid water could exist. But around 4 billion years ago, comets and asteroids started bombarding our planet, bringing water with them. The water in the oceans, in rivers, and even in the glass you drink from every day. Some of it might have come from space. How cool is that? The water we drink daily could actually be cosmic dust from beyond our world. And what's even cooler, scientists have actually studied a comet. What's even more amazing is that scientists have actually studied a real comet. There's this comet called 67P. Its full name is super long, and I can't remember it. But about 10 years ago, they sent a spacecraft named Rosetta to collect samples from it. And guess what? They found that the water on this comet has a composition very similar to the water on Earth, especially the water in our oceans. Scientists believe that most of Earth's water might have come from comets like this. Just imagine, you're taking a shower and the water running down your body might have once been floating in space. But not everyone agrees with this idea. Some scientists argue that water might have come from deep beneath the Earth instead. They say that our planet has water trapped in deep rock layers. And there's a theory that water was hidden in minerals under the Earth's crust since the planet first formed. As Earth cooled down, this water slowly got released. But honestly, I think the comet theory is way more exciting. Just think, if those comets hadn't crashed into Earth back then, our planet could have been dry, with no oceans, no water, no life, and we wouldn't even be sitting here talking about this right now. And here's something even more mind-blowing. Some scientists believe that comets didn't just bring water, but also the building blocks of life. There's a theory called panspermia that suggests life on Earth might have started from tiny molecules that hitched a ride on comets. Over time, these molecules could have evolved into living organisms. If that's true, then the rain falling from the sky might not just be water. It could be the very thing that started life on Earth. Imagine this: if rain is really stardust. Just picture this: if the rain that falls is really made of stardust, then every time it rains, you're standing under water that once floated through space. Pretty romantic, right? But also kind of funny. Imagine you're on a date and it starts to rain. You turn to the person next to you and say, "Did you know this rain used to be a star?" I don't know if they'd believe you, but I think it's kind of cute. And did you know that rain isn't just a thing on Earth? Scientists have found evidence that rain might fall on other planets too. For example, Mars might have had rain a long time ago, but it wouldn't have been like ours. It could have been acidic or some other strange liquid. But what's even crazier is Saturn's moon, Titan. It has rain too, but not water. It rains liquid methane. Imagine that, rain that could catch fire. If we ever lived there, we'd probably need fireproof umbrellas instead of regular ones. And back here on Earth, rain isn't always just water falling from the sky. Sometimes weird things happen. Have you ever heard of colored rain? There was a case in India over 20 years ago where it rained red for 2 whole months. People were freaking out. Some thought it was a curse. Others thought it was the end of the world. But when scientists studied it, they found out that the red color came from airborne spores of red algae. But honestly, I can't help but wonder, what if it really was stardust? How cool would that be? Rain is more important than we think. Did you know that rain affects our lives more than we realize? It replenishes rivers, lakes, and underground water sources. Without rain, our world would have dried up long ago. But rain today isn't what it used to be because of pollution. Sometimes rain turns into acid rain when it mixes with pollutants in the air. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Something that once came as if from the stars has now become something that harms the planet instead. But what about the future? Some scientists believe that if we ever settle on another planet, like Mars, we might have to bring water from Earth. But others argue that we might not need to, since Mars has a lot of underground ice. If we can dig it up and melt it, it could turn into rain for us. Imagine standing on Mars, witnessing the first rainfall in a million years. That rain might be just like the stardust-filled rain that once shaped our own planet. And what if we go even further? Some scientists dream of one day collecting water directly from comets. They believe that if we could capture a comet and extract its water, it could be a vital resource for a future where Earth's water supply runs low. That sounds amazing, but also kind of funny. If we ever have to drink comet water, would you dare? I think I'd have to filter it at least 10 times first. In the end, I think rain teaches us something important. It reminds us that everything in the universe is connected. A comet drifting through space millions of years ago could turn into the rain that nurtures our lives today. Maybe if we look at rain differently, every time it falls, it's like the universe is sending us a gift. So next time it rains, hold out your hand and think about how it once was a star. I think that makes it pretty special. That's all for today, my friend. See you next time. I'll find something cool to share again. Take care.